So what I've said yesterday about the market, you can clearly see how the Wall Street has performed, and it's been a red all over the place. If you're looking at Dow Jones, which was actually the biggest one, and then S&P 500 and Nasdaq, and we have seen some big slide on the downside, and that's what I have said in my yesterday's video, and the trend continues. Because if you are looking at the price action, what we're going to see is further downside, which is yet to be seen. Now this is the daily chart of Dow Jones, and you can clearly see this highlighted section where the Dow Jones has tested its resistance, which was 34,300, and then from there it is indeed a big slide and it continues. So as far as Dow Jones is concerned, we will move towards, or what we are looking at as far as the support is concerned, is 32,645 and 32,287. So these are the next two support levels, or I would say probable support levels, because if Dow Jones falls below 32,280, it would be a blunder, because in which case you will see further slide. But as of now, because all the moving averages placed in between these two specific levels, which is going to be our support. So focus on 32,645 and 32,287 as far as Dow Jones is concerned. Now talking about Nasdaq, it is you cannot say that relatively it is better, because Nasdaq is anyways, if you're looking at the trend of Nasdaq, it is very, very weak. Okay, so compared to other indices, it is indeed very weak. So any further upside or any upside is actually is getting sold into, and that's what we can see in this case as well. So if you are looking at the price chart of Nasdaq, you can clearly see what Nasdaq has done. It has tested its resistance, which is 11,220, and from there the slide has started. So there are two ways to look at this particular trend right now. So what we're gonna do, first of all, if the Nasdaq does not perform well in today's trading session, so with a stop loss of 11,220, what we are going to look at is 10,275 and 10,100 on the downside, which are going to be our next support level. So the downside has literally opened up. And if you are thinking of an upside, then wait for the Nasdaq to surpass 11,221 or more. If it sustains above 11,221, 222, then we're gonna look at 11,300 or 11,500. But there the probability is less. Comparatively, the way the market has positioned itself, it would be appropriate to think about 10,275 and 10,100. I am not including any intraday recovery, because the overall trend is getting negative. Okay, so intraday recovery may come into place, but whether it will sustain or not, that's a very big question. And the same thing with the S&P 500. S&P 500 is not at all giving a very good sign, because the overall pressure from the Nasdaq and Dow Jones makes S&P 500 very weak, and there has been a big selling pressure which has come into place. So what we are going to look at are 4,000, which is going to be our stop loss or resistance on the upside, from where the S&P 500 has started falling, and we have only one support to look at, which is 3,900. Because let me tell you one thing, if S&P 500 falls below 3,900, then we will move towards 3,764 and 3,638. So this is what we are going to look at as far as the trend is concerned. But let me tell you, this is something which you can see as far as the big trend is concerned. So 3,300 has literally opened up. Okay, if you are let me show you the trend, that this is an upside, downside, then this is again an upside, and then this will be the downside. So literally things have opened up. So it is very important for S&P 500 to hold its support, and if 3,900 gone, obviously 3,764 will come into play, but this is going to be a weak one. This is definitely going to be a weak one. So be aware about the trend and be aware about the price movement, and we have to see whether 3,700 will work out or not, because This is the last hope. Otherwise, below 3,700, 300, 400 point weakness will further open up as far as S&P 500 is concerned. So overall, the trend is negative. Any intraday recovery can't be ruled out, but the question is whether that will sustain or not. Because if it does not, then obviously the downtrend is on, and if it sustains, then obviously we have to see the volume and price action. Okay, whether that upside does have the potential to, so that we can say that the trend has changed even in the shorter term. So this is the end of the video. Thanks for watching.